It is a tremendous night to celebrate Erie's original professional hockey team, the Erie Blades. Welcome into the Erie Insurance Arena, and thank you so much for joining us here tonight. It is Blades night, it is throwback night, and it is a celebration of where hockey's professional streak and where the love of hockey in Erie really started here in Erie. Let's take you back in time to 1975 to 1982 when all of this started with the Erie Blades.
This is hockey territory now. This is hockey territory, Erie Blades, WLKK.
Lake 1260 presents the Erie Blades pregame show. And now the voice of the Erie Blades, John Paul Delacamera.
Urging you to attend Friday night's hockey game between the Erie Blades and the Syracuse Blazers. Our goal is 3,000 fans for Friday night's game. On the line with us is Erie Blades coach Nick Polano. Nick, how much would 3,000 fans mean at Friday night's game to the Erie Blades?
Well, Bill, certainly it would have to mean that I wouldn't need much of a pep talk to get my boys up to the game. They haven't seen that many people in the building all year, and I know with that kind of a crowd, they would be self-motivated. They would just be geared up, and I don't think they would be able to wait to get out there on the ice for that.
Let's go, Erie. 3,000 fans at Friday night's game. Come on and join the Blade Brigade.
That's where it really all started here. And if you're not an Erie local, well, you might not exactly know what the Blades mean to people, but I can tell you just from living here for 2 years, this means a lot to people, and that's why Rebich Investments is bringing us tonight's giveaway item. They were lined up to French Street for this. This is a mini Erie Blades locker replica. Let's show you in bigger detail what these babies look like. The first 1,000 fans in attendance, and it looks like they have a few of them still remaining, are getting these tremendous mini locker giveaways. It looks exactly like the stalls did back at the old Erie County Fieldhouse. Really a tremendous giveaway item and really a lot of fun here tonight. But hey, we got to get you a little more introduced on who the Erie Blades are, and we're going to let them tell you in their own words who the Blades are and were.
I love playing here. It was a really fun, it was a young team, and we had a great time together.
The Blades played in the late 70s and early 80s, so they've been back to Erie many times. Seeing the Otters play is going to be something new for them. Most of them played in the OHL. This will be something new for them to see an OHL team in Erie, Pennsylvania. It's going to be exciting for them, though. Some of them haven't seen this arena yet. These guys are going to see a lot of fans from the old days. Those guys from the Blades, they were a big part of the Erie community. A lot of the guys on weekends, if they didn't have a game, they were invited to some of the fans' houses, and they'd go. You know, if there was a booster member that was having spaghetti on Sunday, they went. They loved it.
When we got our whole team here, it was fun to play, and the fans had a great time, and we brought more and more people here.
The Blades left Erie in the 1980s, but the relationship between town and team has never really ended.
It's been over 40 years since we won those championships, and people remember us. I mean, they know us around town. They love it. They love the Blades.
Paul Mancini was the all-time leading scorer for a Blades team that won 3 straight titles. He's one of numerous Blades who will be there as the Otters take Erie hockey fans back in time for a night.
This is more than just a game to recognize, you know, a team that existed in the 70s and 80s, but to be able to recognize a legacy of hockey in its glory days.
History lesson for some, sure. For others, a bond renewed and memories rekindled.
As some of them stayed here over the years, they became part of our community, but a lot of people still remember them as Erie Blades.
We won 32 straight at home over 2 seasons, 3 league championships, 3 playoff championships, and the Hockey News named Nick Polano Minor League Executive of the Year that year, after our 3rd championship, and our staff was named the best staff in minor league hockey, and we only had a staff of 4, and that was it.
This team means so much to so many people, and it is really special to be able to celebrate them here tonight. To be able to celebrate them, we have them here in attendance tonight for a meet and greet event. They're in the South Concourse, and our very own Trevor Kubea is live over there, again to let you know what to expect for tonight's meet and greet.
Hey, thanks a lot, Sean. We are down here on the South Concourse where our Erie Blades meet and greet is underway. Fans in the arena have until 6:45 to come on down and meet and greet with some of Erie's hockey heroes of the past. We have players from both championship teams as well as plenty of staff members. So a lot of fun being had here on the South Concourse at the Erie Insurance Arena tonight. And also a reminder for you, we will have a pregame ceremony honoring the Erie Blades as well. So much fun here on the South Concourse with our meet and greet, and plenty of fun here later on tonight. Erie Blades night here at the Erie Insurance Arena. Sean, I know you're fired up as well. Voice of the Erie Blades, JP Delacamera, will be joining you during the first intermission on the Otters Radio Network. Can't wait for that, and we'll send it back to you on the concourse.
Trevor, you nailed it. I'm very excited to talk to JP, the first ever hockey broadcaster in Erie, Pennsylvania, the OG of hockey, back on the radio, back on WKLL. It's going to be a great time to be able to talk to JP. And again, if you are coming out to tonight's game, make sure you head on down to the South Concourse and go talk to the guys, because you want to thank them for the 3-time championship Erie Blades teams. We'll step aside momentarily here on the Lavery Brewing Pregame the Pregame show. When we come back, we'll get you ready for the rest of the night's fun.
My God, okay, it's happening.
Nobody's taking Meredith Palmer to the opera to meet the Queen, but on Saturday, March 11th at 7 p.m., the Erie Otters welcome Kate Flannery for Office Tribute Night, presented by Printing Concepts. The first 1,000 fans in the arena will receive an Otters-themed office coffee mug. With opportunities for photos and meet and greets with Kate Flannery throughout the night, you won't want to miss Erie Otters Office Tribute Night. For tickets or more info, head to ottershockey.com. And welcome back into the Erie Insurance Arena, or I guess what you could call tonight the Erie County Fieldhouse. We are getting the Erie Blade spirit rocking, and the Blade Brigade is back, baby. What a night to be able to celebrate the 3-time champion Erie Blades teams. And no one maybe put it better than WQLN, our local PBS station, in their local mini-doc series, Chronicles, to be able to more accurately define what the generation of the Erie Blades was like than in their mini documentary, Welcome to the Gong Show.
Once we step out of the locker room, we brought that energy on the ice, and it just blew over to the fans, and they felt it.
And now we welcome your Erie Blades.
You have to be there. If you're talking to anyone that is, during our time, they will say just that.
This was a great moment for Erie. The love affair between the Erie Blades and the Erie sports fans was instant, and being packed into the old Erie County Fieldhouse made it extra special.
As we started winning and people started coming, they gravitated towards us.
14, Val James.
When I was a young kid watching the games, they were big celebrities because we really didn't have any other pro sport of that type in town, and so it was the only game in town.
The Erie Blades back in the day really got to know the community. If you were a fan, you could meet them out at bars and restaurants, and they were very approachable. And I think that kinship and friendships that developed really helped continue to sell tickets and make them successful.
The Blades became a part of the community very quickly, and it just carried over from year to year. Our fans or booster club or whoever, season ticket holders, would invite certain guys over their house for Sunday dinner, whenever we didn't have a game, and they would go. That doesn't happen in a lot of cities.
The whole team were always all together, all the time.
After the game, we'd go to a disco lounge. It was called Bananas Lounge. Hang out, and of course all the fans went there too.
Any place we went, to me or to any of my teammates, it was, the town was definitely behind the Erie Blades.
And they became friends with all the business owners in town, which was smart on their part because they never had to pay for a drink or a meal when they went to the Plymouth Tavern.
And that's just a little snippet of what you can come to expect. It's only about 30 minutes of your time. A great job done by WQLN. You can tell the passion, you can tell the energy, and you can tell the heart that was put behind it. Scan the QR code to be able to watch it, but please wait until after tonight's game, because tonight we are celebrating this team, the Erie Blades, here in the arena with a tremendous pregame ceremony and a whole lot of fun. When we come back here on the Lavery Brewing Pregame the Pregame show, we'll wrap things up and get you ready to go for Blades night.
Good things are brewing in Erie at Lavery Brewing Company. Lavery is an independent craft brewery creating innovative ales, traditional lagers, and beer that gives back. Their quickly expanding urban brew pub also offers modern American cuisine in a cozy atmosphere. Located just blocks from the Erie Insurance Arena at 128 West 12th Street. Grab a pregame pint and support local. Lavery Brewing, brewing innovative ales in small batches. For more information, head to laverybrewing.com.
Welcome back into the Lavery Brewing Pregame the Pregame show. I have seen roughly around the same amount of Erie Blades jerseys, and they are the original ones from what I've seen, as I've seen Erie Otters jerseys here tonight. I have to tell you, once again, if you are just now joining us, this is a love affair that runs so deep in the roots of NWPA and the 814. You can still drive past the Erie County Fieldhouse and you still have those same rumblings of the pine and that same feel of when the games were played there back in the 70s and 80s. And in talking to Ron Chiarelli, the Director of Operations, who's being one of the alumni honored here tonight, I think he put it in a really good way in that if it weren't for the Erie Lions, there would not have been hockey in Erie. They would have never moved out of the Glenwood Ice Arena. With that, they would have never moved into the Erie County Fieldhouse. Without the success of the Erie Blades, without the success of pro hockey, we might not be here right now at what was the Tullio Arena, what is the Erie Insurance Arena, and what is the home of your Erie Otters. Speaking of the Erie Otters, I got to tell you, it's been a really busy week here. It started off back on Monday night when Otters fans, Jim Waters in attendance, had the chance for the first time to be able to meet and greet with our head coach, Stan Butler. It was a state of the Otters, and he gave it to him honest and straight about what his expectations for this team are for the future. Then we had some fun. Wednesday night at the brewery at Union Station, players, coaches, staff, and of course, plenty of fans came on out for what appears to be our final full team meet and greet of the 2022-2023 season. Real food, real beer, real historic atmosphere, and I got to tell you, real fun on Wednesday night. It was a great time, and again, a big thank you to our post-game show partners at the brewery at Union Station. Always good to be out in the community, and for the Otters, they were able to be out at the Hillman Cancer Center with Chad Westerberg and Captain Cam Morton to give the donated proceeds from the jersey auction for Hockey Fights Cancer. Simultaneously, the Erie Otters players of Sam Alfano, Pano Femus, and Kyle Downey, alongside our main man Otto, were at the St. Martin Early Learning Center for Dr. Seuss's birthday as part of Read Across America Week, and you can tell the kids were having a really fun time. This is the same class that helped to donate all those socks back for our sock toss effort back in the fall, and we rewarded them during Read Across America Week with some great fun. And hey, you've seen it on Trevor, you've seen it on me. These shirts are going wild here tonight. It is our merch item of the game, and you saw it there on Noah Sador and Bruce McDonald. Erie Blades orange t-shirts designed specifically for this night by Erie Apparel. They are not going to last. The entire Otters media team and most of the Otters staff is rocking them here tonight. And yes, we paid our hard-earned money for these as well, but it was worth every dollar spent. Just $30, get them while they last. And hey, we talked about it, while they last is the theme of the jerseys here tonight. This might be your last chance ever to get an Erie Blades game-worn jersey. Granted, it's not being worn by the Blades, but it has the same effect. It is going on until 9 p.m. tonight, as you can scan the code or go on our social media to participate in our virtual auction. All the proceeds go to benefit our great friends at Urban University, a program of the Erie City Mission. While you're coming down, we don't have a lot of games left, but you might as well save some money while you're doing it. 3 home games starting at just $39. It's our 3-game pick'em plan. It is the best way to be able to enjoy Otters hockey, and especially as we've still got so many fun nights ahead. If you can't join us here tonight, please make sure you tune in on the Blades Radio Network across our expansive 4-state radio network or on CHL TV. 640 Lavery Brewing pregame show on the Blades Radio Network. Otherwise, it's been a fun one already. It's been great to reminisce about what hockey history has came through this community, through Erie County, and what will continue. Tonight is just one part of a massive celebration of the roots and the bedrock of the foundation of Erie hockey, and we are honored and thrilled to be able to welcome out the alumni from the press box to the bench and everywhere in between who made things possible for the Erie Blades. We're going to have a lot of fun here tonight. We hope you'll join us on the broadcast to watch the pregame ceremonies, or at least hear yours truly get to talk to JP Della Camera. If you can't join us and you can't tune in, take care, talk soon, and as always, go Blades!